when will the stimulus checks be sent out? And is there going to be a fifth stimulus check? So in this video, I'll be answering all of your questions surrounding the fourth and even fifth stimulus relief package. But first, I want you guys to know that the federal government just announced that more than 2.3 million new stimulus checks have been sent out. And that represents over $4.2 billion in stimulus payments to Americans. In total, more than 169 million payments worth about $395 billion have been issued since Congress passed the American Rescue Plan Act in March. Now everybody, I really hope that our politicians realize that American people are still in need of stimulus money. There are so many people across the country that are suffering, and a fourth stimulus check of $1,000 a month will definitely help those people out. And if you guys agree with me, then don't forget to give this video a like. Everybody, let's get this video to 1,000 likes to show our politicians that the American people still need a fourth stimulus payment.
This isn't about Dr. Fauci. It's not about his feelings, and I'm sorry if his feelings were hurt. You know, maybe he ought to buy an emotional support pony. But we're not debating dance moves on TikTok here. We're talking about millions of human lives, and here's what we know.
As you've alluded to, the big meeting after the G7, which will focus on all of these issues.
The privatization of Social Security benefits. That is what it does. Now, you're going to hear a lot of people coming up here and saying, well, we want to preserve Social Security. What they really mean is in order to preserve Social Security, they want to cut Social Security benefits. Maybe not for the people today.
In the fourth round of stimulus checks, 1.1 million stimulus payments with a value of more than $2.5 billion were plus-up payments. And that includes new or larger payments that were due to individuals and families after the 2020 tax returns have been processed. To date, more than 8 million of these payments have been sent. Additionally, more than 900,000 checks worth around $1.9 billion went to individuals who recently filed their tax returns with the IRS, but did not previously have the information on record. The latest rounds of payments includes more than $1.2 million direct deposits. Includes more than 1.2 million direct deposit payments, and while the rest were sent via paper checks. Everybody, that is awesome news for those of you who still have not received your third stimulus money. It is very likely that your $1,400 check will arrive this week. If you haven't received it already, we'll also show whether your income dropped, because if you folks did not end up receiving your $1,400 stimulus check, or the previous two $1,200 or $600 checks, you can still claim the money by filing a federal tax return. I want you folks to know that the IRS continues to issue checks each week, including plus-up payments to those whose previous stimulus checks fell short, and new payments to people that it did not previously have a record on. Now, a section for the recovery rebate credit has also been added to this year's return to help people claim any missing money from the first $1,200 or second $600 stimulus checks. People who did not normally file tax returns, including the homeless and rural poor, are encouraged to do so this year in order to get their stimulus checks. Now, filing a tax return, everybody, will also help the IRS assess whether you may be eligible for additional funds. And everybody, in the state of North Carolina, there's a stimulus bill giving up to 10,000 school children through the Earned Income or Child Tax Credit. Notably, monthly payments tied to the Enhanced Child Tax Credit are set to go out this summer. Now, everybody, in the state of North Carolina, there is a bill where up to 10,000 school children could be eligible for a $1,000 payment to their parents.
About my dear friend and mentor, Harry Reid of Searchlight, Nevada, as he would proudly refer to himself. Let me first say to Harry's family, and particularly to Landra, the love of Harry's life for 62 years, who he called his rock. The only time I ever saw Harry cry was when he told me Landra had an awful car accident and had broken so many bones. He said over and over again as tears streamed down his cheeks, "My poor little Landra, my poor little Landra." A couple of months ago, as you know, I lost my father, Abe, but I still feel his spirit is with me every single day. Just as I know that Harry is still with you, Landra, and your family, and with all of us today, and for many of us forevermore. To celebrate the life of Harry Reid under the dome of the Capitol is to partake in an exercise of contradictions. On the one hand, anyone who knew Harry could count on a few things: He rarely said goodbye on the phone, and it almost became a ritual in the first 3 months of any new session